he's just saying healing work is a must to achieve your fullest potential when the time feels right for you. So, and he's saying, when in doubt, do without. So, but he's also showing like there's no need to pressure yourself to do the work. The work is naturally and organically occurring. The process is occurring whether you're conscious of it or not. When you become, the benefit to becoming more conscious of it, though, he's saying, is that you are able to be more actively involved, but it does take your attention away from other things that are also shifting and changing around you. So go where your heart or focus is naturally drawn to. Don't force it in. It's more of a steady state. Holding a vibration or a high vibration is more of holding a steady state of conscious awareness that you're taking notes of what's going on around you, what he was describing before in the first half of this answer. That you're being the conscious observer and participator, that you're choosing higher actions when higher actions present. Like you're being more conscious of the choices that you're making, that they're more heart-centered and more aligned. And if you're not sure, you're not forcing the issue. You're taking the time to step back and take a moment to breathe and connect with your higher self and your team once again. But your team is not going to pressure you to act. The burden of pressure is yours, he's saying. But what he means by that is it's coming from your own ego. So it's a very egocentric view to feel like you have to do it this way or do it that way, like there's a forced way to be. He's saying, ask for help, ask for clarity, ask for your guides to show you the highest path, and then allow it to reveal itself to you. If you don't intuitively feel like taking the time to journal and taking the extra time to do these things, then it's not always necessary to do them in that moment that you're feeling like the idea to do it, like the idea to journal more. For example, it's not always necessary. It doesn't always mean like you're supposed to do it tonight, but it's just more of a tool, he's saying, a way to shift your consciousness that is helpful. It's always helpful to go deeper into the healing work because you begin to understand yourself better. But if you don't have time to do that, or if that is burdening you, or you're feeling pressured to do that, you want to do it when you are open-hearted and open-minded, and when it feels like right in the moment, when you can fully open up to that and really move into that with like a steady desire, he's showing. So a steady course of action. So that's all he's really sharing on that. It feels like it's for you to decide, but it's not like good or bad to do it or not do it. He's saying it's just, it could be helpful for some things, but generally you're shifting and changing and growing no matter what. So like do it when you feel like a strong call to action, and ask your guides to show you or to alert you to when, or to remind you, to consistently remind you by, you know, popping in ideas about journaling more and more, your higher self, to guide you on the appropriate times or the ways to fit that into your schedule, without it feeling like a burden or a condition you have to meet in order to be spiritual. You know, it's not necessary to raise your vibration that you journal, but it is helpful for the healing process because you get to track your progress, and it does bring up reflections that go a little bit deeper in accessing certain memories and making certain connections. But that all happens naturally in its own time, so it can in some ways speed up the process, but it's not going to hurt you in the long run by choosing not to. So it really feels like um, that's for you to fully feel into as you're hearing this message, is what feels like the right choice in that case for where you are at now, which is always shifting and changing. So what might be good for you today might work. You might get a different call to do something different tomorrow. And all is going to keep you on your general course of action when you are seeking to align with your higher self and your higher mission.